So that's a little lesson in first impressions, I think. Good evening, everyone. It's great to be here. This is a picture of 5-year-old me, and it's here because it's relevant to the story of how I came to Second Helpings Atlanta. When I think about what drew me to the nonprofit world, I could say that it started when I was this young because I used to participate in a little neighborhood carnival on our cul-de-sac street to raise money for the Muscular Dystrophy Association on Labor Day weekend. Some of you might remember that as a regular activity. So I think that that was always ingrained in my heart and my soul. And as I got older, I just really kept with those values of wanting to make the world a better place. But when I dig a little deeper and maybe are a little more honest with myself, I think about the family that I grew up in and the means that we didn't have. I was a kid who qualified for free lunches at school. And I remember getting a punch card for the lunch, and I would give my punch card to the lunch lady, and she would punch it. And I remember that I had friends that also got lunch at school, and they had punch cards as well, but they were paying for their lunches. You could buy 5 at a time. And their punch cards were a different color than mine. And I remember feeling really sad, and I think I felt some shame too. And I think that part of the reason why I was drawn to Second Helpings Atlanta, an organization that's committed to reducing food insecurity and food waste, because it was an opportunity for me to maybe right or wrong about the challenges that families, kids face when they're not sure where their next meal is going to come from. So here I am with Second Helpings Atlanta, and we're in this situation where 1 in 9 people and 1 in 7 kids in the metro area are food insecure, meaning they don't have certainty about where their next meal is going to come from. They don't have reliable access to fresh and healthy food. There is plenty of surplus in our community because 1/3 of all food is wasted. It's crazy. There's enough calories to go around to support everyone who needs to have food. It's a question of logistics, and that's where Second Helpings comes in. We find the surplus food through food donors throughout the metro area. They're grocery stores, big box retailers, food distribution centers, the stadium venues, corporate kitchens. And we use volunteers to pick up that surplus food. They load it in their own vehicles, and they drive to our partner agencies who are nonprofits as well, 4 of whom are in this room tonight, which is super exciting. And we bring that food to those partner agencies. They distribute the food to their clients. We have had incredible growth. We began as a community service project in 2004 and have rescued a total of over 17 million pounds of food. But let's talk about the last 2 years. When the pandemic began, the supply chain was a mess. The whole situation with food in the community was pretty crazy. We managed to rescue 1.9 million pounds of food. But in 2021, we rescued 3.6 million pounds of food, an 89% increase. And we were able to do that because the community rallied around us. We found more food donors, bigger food donors. We established a relationship with HelloFresh, the meal kit company, and started rescuing from them. So our impact has been huge. It's great, but it's not enough. We keep getting more requests for food. We have onboarded we've received requests from 20 partner agencies so far this year, and we've been able to onboard 13 of them. But that's just in the first quarter of this year. The need continues to grow, and the limitation from our point of view is around resources. We have the know-how to get the food and to move the food. We need funding. That's really what it's all about for us. We are leasing a 26-foot refrigerated box truck now, and our board made a decision to agree to purchase one. So we've got one being built for us. It's a $180,000 lift to purchase a refrigerated box truck. But the lease is $800 a week, so it's a good decision. I am working to close the gap on that need, and I'm also working to just raise some general operating dollars so that we can say yes. We can say yes to getting more food. We can say yes to that's what the truck is going to look like when we get it. And we can say yes to having more food in our warehouse so that we can partner with more agencies and be able to help as many people as possible. Thank you.